What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the garage. So today we have been a little busy making messes, you know, because that's apparently what I like to do around here. So just to show you, I got the calipers already all on. That is the pneumatic brake bleeder. So I got all of those brakes bled on the whole car. And then I went to go through and try to start the car. Saw a little bit of smoke. Yeah, so I'll be honest about it. It wasn't anything that I had done wrong other than using the wrong fitting. So basically, with the oil system, from the actual adapter plate to the actual hoses, I was using this kind of an adapter, which is the wrong one. It is the right threads on both sides to actually screw in to where it's not stripping anything, but then the actual usability portion of it, it was not correct. Basically, because of the end being tapered, the oil was going around one of the sides coming out of the adapter, and so it was leaking and the oil was splattering onto the engine. And obviously when oil gets too hot, what does it do? It smokes. So we got that portion cleaned up. Yeah, I'm going to have to get some new adapters, but that's not a big deal. We're just back to the adapter game, you know, tons of fun. But at this point we've got the brakes done, so it's ready to be put back down on the ground, so that's a plus. But can't really do that until everything else is done too. So I'm guessing that this week we'll be back on the ground to where we can drive, and then I'm also going to be trying to struggle bus with the wiring for the center console, which obviously, like I showed you in the last video, I have the actual buttons and everything else done, ready to go in. I just have to go through and connect everything up, which is awesome because, like I said, we're about 2 weeks out. If you guys haven't been following me on Instagram, obviously I did post the picture up over there first. So if you guys aren't following me there too, it's the same exact channel name. I don't post on there as often as I do on YouTube. It's primarily just pictures and stuff like that because, again, YouTube's the main platform for us here at this channel. So with us getting that part done, I think the next thing that we're going to focus on is the garage. I'm going to go through and try to get the monstrosity back here unpackaged and then try to get that set up a little bit, but I'm going to probably have to break down this pallet behind me just so I can at least get the car out of the garage so I have more room to spread everything out and just move everything off the wall and just go from there. But it is going to be a very long week, guys. So yeah, anyways, what else can I tell you? We can get the seats back in. I can get the harnesses done. The wiring itself can be done after the fact, which I'm probably going to do that here later. You don't need to watch me doing that, all that process. You guys, I've already told you, it's 2 bolts to take the seats out, slides the whole thing out, and then once I get that done, I do need to finish the wiring for the steering wheel, and it's obviously earlier in the day. I think it's about 5. It's about almost 5 o'clock right now, and so we're going to be doing, you know, tons of not so fun work. But yeah, anyways, this is coming together very well. I'm super happy about this. Sooner I can get it done, the better. There is one major project that I really want to do before we are completely done, but I'm basically going to do that last, just because where the height is off of the car off the ground right now is not enough to do what I need to do. But I did buy the stuff to actually do a transmission flush as well as new seals and everything else for that. I do need to get another tool for that, but it's basically just for lack of a better term, a extension for tubing to be able to fill the transmission. Draining, it's not hard because once you drop that plate, all of it's just going to go everywhere, so it's going to be very messy. So that's another reason why I want to do that last, is because in this way I can put something down on the floor underneath the car and just make it simpler for that aspect as well. But as of right now, it is not ready for this garage. So I do have the stuff to do that, and then I need to order some more vinyl, the clear vinyl for the front end, so this way I can get the bottom portion of that done. And I do need to cut out the lower splitter. There's a lot of work to do still. 2 weeks to get the car at least running, drivable, and then for the other customization stuff, I can do that after the fact. It shouldn't be too complicated to make that happen, but there's a lot of work still to do, unfortunately. But it's coming together. I mean, we're at least going in the right direction, so I mean, that's cool. I appreciate you guys coming through this process with me. It is very tedious for half the stuff that we do here, and because of, again, me being the R&D department, I get to make the mistakes so you don't have to. And so you're welcome, I guess, if you guys are doing this. If you're not, then you get to just watch me struggle, so lucky you. And again, thanks for watching my misery. But yeah, everything's coming together. I'm very happy with where we're at standpoint, you know, for everything, and I'm just ready for this to be done, so this way we can actually start driving again. And then once we get Sylvia done, I can get Pearl into the garage and get her basic stuff done, because she's leaking, just, you know, stuff like that. And I do need to, from the previous owner, it looks like someone took the clips for the actual trim pieces. I don't know why they took them out, but they did, and so now I just have a front fascia on the inside of the engine bay that's doing absolutely nothing other than sitting there, so I need to find the right clips for that. I probably already have them in one of my many multi-packs that we've got, so we'll get that done, and then once we get both of them up and running, we can get them both detailed and everything else, and then on to the next project after that. I do, and this is just kind of spoiling future plans, but I do want to get a project car. Not Sylvia, she's a show car that we happen to be using as a project right now. I want to go through and get a project car because I do want to get into drifting, and Sylvia is great, but with all this stuff that we put into her, she's more of a show race car rather than a, hey, I don't care, let's go beat it up type of thing. And most of the time with drift events, the cars are going to see a lot of impacting. If you're doing like chasing and stuff like that, you know, door taps and everything else, you know, don't want to do that to Sylvia. She's, you know, got too much put into her. I don't want to hurt her. And I'd rather get something that's a little smaller anyways, because in this way I can throw it around corners a lot easier. But yeah, it's coming together, you know, keep saying that. I'm just trying to get the energy to finish this. Doing this by myself is not so much fun. I did have my grandfather here earlier, kind of just chilling with me while I was doing the brake bleeding process, which the air compressor kept kicking on, so obviously it was making conversation a little complicated. But we got all that taken care of, got those completely ready to go. Now when you press the pedal down, it's like solid, so that's perfect. And before, because of that broken line in the back, it never really had full pressure. You'd have to sit there and pump the brakes just to get full pressure to all of them, which sucked. But now we shouldn't have that problem at all, and it's just it's good. We are good. This is coming together very nicely. And then obviously we're gonna get the nitrous tank filled promptly after we get everything put back together, and then we're gonna go roast the tires before we get the new ones put on. And the new ones, they should be in the next couple of days. I don't see that being an issue to that effect. Haven't heard anything back about that, but the current ones are just still sitting in the corner over there, and they've probably got flat spots on one side because we haven't moved them, which that was my bad because I didn't know about enough of that situation. So FYI, you guys are taking your wheels off your car, make sure that every month or so that you're taking it from one side and flipping it to the other, so this way it doesn't get a flat spot on one side, and so it makes the tires pretty much shot like we did here. So again, me learning, you get to, you know, not have to go through that, so save yourself some time and money. Yeah, anyways, this video has been long enough. I appreciate you guys coming in to check out the channel, If you guys have any questions, please feel free to put them in the comment section below. Shoot me an email. The email is obviously, as usual, going to be at the bottom of the screen. And as usual, you guys have a good day, and we will talk later.